Hi, it's Melanie McLane. I'm here to talk to you about the PSA course, Pricing Strategy Advisor, which I will be presenting at your association in the next couple months. And I am a co-author of this course. So let's talk about why I think you ought to take it. First of all, pricing is so important. The axiom is a property priced properly is half sold already. Let's be honest. Unsold listings drag us down. We want saleable listings. We want happy sellers, happy buyers. And the market is changing and it is always shifting. So we're going to talk all about pricing and how important it is and how to do it. So here are the things we cover. These are actually the modules within the course. The first is the CMA building blocks, which are basics of market value concepts. We're going to talk a lot about things like supply and demand, economic forces outside the control of the property owner or the buyer, and all kinds of things that are fundamental to pricing. We're going to talk about selecting comparables. You're going to hear me say probably more than once, don't compare an apple to an orange. If you compare apples to oranges, you get fruit salad. Combining facts and numbers. One of the most frequent questions I get, because I am bilingual, I'm an appraiser and an agent, so I speak both languages, is where do we get adjustments? And the answer is you actually know more about adjustments than you give yourself credit for. But in this course, we're going to focus on cost-based adjustments, which are more rare, and market-based adjustments, which are extremely common. And a market-based adjustment is an estimate based on market behavior of what the value of an item is to a typical purchaser in that particular market, in that particular price range. It is not the same across the board. So for example, let's take another full bathroom. That may be worth X number of dollars in a higher price range and Y number of dollars in a lower price range. And we'll talk about that. Preparing the CMA. I always say with the CMA, we're showing the client what we see from our side of the desk. Our sellers in particular have an emotional involvement with their house. We're the person that needs to be objective. And the buyers also may wish that they could buy a house for less, and sometimes we have to demonstrate to them what the market is doing and where the market is. Presenting the CMA to both the listing side and on the buyer side. And certainly we've had times in recent memory, I'm thinking of 2021, 2022, before the rates went up, where certainly I think many of you said to a buyer, here's what I think the property is worth, but if you want to buy it, you're going to have to pay more. And explaining that to them and letting them make a decision, an informed decision. Working with appraisers, they are not the enemy. It's important for you to know what they do that you don't do. And it's important to know about information not only you can give an appraiser, but how an appraiser might call you for information. And I will explain to you why a good relationship with appraisers is very valuable to you as a realtor. So, confidence. Students who have taken this class report time after time, I feel much more confident about my CMAs. I learned a lot about what appraisers do. I learned about market forces, and I found out how to get adjustments. We will spend an entire day together. It's a great course. It's a lot of fun. And I look forward to seeing you when I come to do the course for you. And so I'll see you then. Thank you so much.